Welcome to our 250-second weekly webcast. Now, I've got a very special guest with us today, who's my very good friend, Luka Anicin.
Yeah.
And Luka actually is 6'1". He's really tall, and I'm 6 feet. So I'm on a little stepping stool here. And whenever we get into a disagreement, he'll look down at me and say, "Don't make me come down there."
I used that for the first time now.
He just used that one this morning. Okay, cool. Excellent. So he's here to answer all questions you have about OpenAI and their announcements from this past Monday. There's amazing new developments and features within ChatGPT. So I think what we'll do, if you want, is we get started and jump right to what's new
Sure.
within ChatGPT. All right, cool.
Do you want to answer some questions or demo first?
Let's do the demo first.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you guys have AI questions, please keep typing them.
Sure.
So what I'll do is I'll go right here and share the screen, and then Luka can start showing you what's new here.
Yeah. So, first of all, this is the whole completely new redone interface. And this is new as well, I think. Yeah. What? I didn't...
Yeah, I just hit refresh. They literally just
they
added
just
that.
added this.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. So plugins are still there, but plugins will be potentially removed or completely changed with something called GPTs that I'm going to discuss in a bit. But one thing that they changed, if you are using a Pro or Plus version of a GPT, that is paid version of $20 per month, before we had an option to change or choose the model here from the like a very enter or center of the screen. While that changed, and by default right now it's there. And the one feature that everybody got confused about and complained is changing between GPT with DALL-E, changing GPT with browsing or analysis, and they put all that together in GPT-4. And the other aspect of GPT-4 is ability to answer much longer kind of texts. And before we had GPT to 16,000 tokens. Now this GPT Turbo, which we are currently using, is to 128,000 tokens.
Can you explain what that means, token?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
So one token is about one word, just for a simpler concurrences. And so 16,000 tokens means approximately 16,000 words. It's a bit less. It's about in 14,000, 15,000 words, depending on the language, actually. So English language has the most optimized tokens, while if you're choosing some other language, like for example, my native is Serbian, so Serbian actually requires more tokens. So if you're actually chatting in your native language, you might spend more tokens than in English. It's the way that it was trained. And right now, it actually supports up to 128,000 tokens, which means about 300 pages of a book, which they said. It's here and there. It's not exactly 300 pages, but it's about like 270 pages, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. And like from the ChatGPT, if you used before, like you potentially noticed that you could upload a file like for analysis or browsing and stuff like that. And everything is done right from the file, right from the chat. So if I just type find the top 10 stocks by performance today, now by default it's gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, or I don't have this information, I was not trained to do this. But immediately what it started doing from the query that I wrote, it recognized that it doesn't have that knowledge and went just immediately to the internet to understand it from Yahoo Finance or Seeking Alpha or any website that is for finance professionals. Yeah.
Now, before it used to be you'd have to use the Browse with Bing feature to get real-time data.
Yeah.
So the data on ChatGPT was as of January 2022.
Now it's changed.
Is it now completely up to date?
Yeah, it's not completely up to date. It's April 2023, but they are going to be updating it as much as possible. But browsing with Bing will let you basically get the information from the internet, that is current information that from today, for example, and get that information directly to the chat. And then, as you can see here, from November 9th, as November 9th, here are the top performing stocks.
That's right. Roblox had good guidance.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, they basically that is a feature that before, if we wanted to search the internet, you would go to ChatGPT here, select the 4, and then go to browsing with Bing. Now, at this moment, you can do everything from a single chat. So here, like for example, amazing thing right now, what I could do is go and prepare the next prompt, which would be structure. I think like this. It's not like this. Structure. It's fine.
It's all good. Ignore it. It'll correct us.
Structure this info in a CSV format. So CSV means comma separated values, which basically will allow us to potentially use Python on top of it, and I'll explain that in a second. But basically, like all of this information, like company name or stock name, comma, like performance, and that is CSV, so comma separated values. And in machine learning or data analysis, like you will find either in Excel or in a CSV format. But CSV can be loaded in Excel as well. So basically Excel. Yeah. And before, if you wanted to jump and analyze your data that ChatGPT potentially used, is changing from one to another. So yeah.
Yeah, before I remember we had to do advanced data analysis.
Oh yeah.
In the feature from last week. Things change so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's always mistakes too.
Yeah. As you can see here, error.
But can you export data to Excel?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great.
So like there are Python libraries that will allow us to export data in PDF format, in like Excel format and stuff like that. So once it gets running, because sometimes the error will happen, as you can see right here. So if you can check code here, and we don't see the error, unfortunately. If we saw it and you understand Python, you would potentially know how to direct it to debug it itself. But right now here, you will be able to, right now it worked. So here is the CSV, and you can download the CSV file.
That's great.
Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
let me download the CSV, and yeah, here it is.
Great.
So let's open it in Excel, like this.
Here I got it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this here, we can actually just hit. Let me hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it looks like this here.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So this is up to date.
yeah, from today.
Unbelievable.
And like then, for example, what you could do, because this advanced data analysis was in the fact like Python interpreter, so you could basically analyze code, data with code. And what I could say is visualize this data using bar chart. And potentially what's gonna do, if it understands the way that I prompted it right now, it will execute the Python code and generate the image for us. So let's see that in a second.
It's amazing. We were playing around with it yesterday too, and you could change it from a bar chart to any type of chart you want. Yeah. You can tell it to change the colors, change the axis, change the key, etc. That was me buying time. Was that good? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, here it is, bar chart. So you can download it, and that's it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And additional like kind of a thing that you can do right from the same chat is use something called DALL-E free, which is their model to generate images. And basically what that means is I say, okay, generate or create an image of, I don't know, a truck driving down the highway. I don't know. But yeah, so what it will do right now for us, it will see creating images. So it will use another model, which is DALL-E free, and generate the image because I told it so. So it recognizes directly from our prompts what we want to achieve, and we don't have to specify DALL-E free or whatever. So it actually understands much better. But yeah, so as you can see here, you still could use GPT 3.5, which is much faster than, oh, amazing image. I like this image.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Before we have actually select DALL-E 3.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can edit with prompts as well. So for example, if I want to say, okay, and it's interesting because this
It's going backwards.
It's going backwards. Yeah.
That's dangerous, man.
Yeah, it is. Maybe
He's driving backwards.
Exactly. Maybe
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he's a very skilled driver.
Yeah. So add more trees to the image. So I didn't specify which image. I didn't specify where. I just wanted it to add more images, add more trees to the image. So it will understand from my prompt that I actually meant the previous image because it generated only once. And if it didn't, so if you generated a couple, you can say, hey, I like the first one, or I like the one with the truck the best. Can you use that one? And add more trees. So if you add more images, here it is, more images with the same truck.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. And they are driving in the same direction, which is nice.
Okay, good.
Now we have a safe image.
Excellent.
Yeah. Cool. And that is kind of the main interface change for most of the users, where basically everything will be entangled together and used in a way that we can continuously switch between one and other models. Plugins stay the same. So if you go here, you can select which plugin you would like to use. So plugin store stay the same. Now, whenever you use some plugin, there are a lot of rules made by OpenAI, and sometimes your favorite plugin might be turned off or removed because of some violation of their rules, and that's why we use so many plugins like Zillow,
They keep removing them. Yeah.
Like they keep removing them. Yeah, and one of my clients, like from real estate, they use Zillow plugin.
Yeah.
Removed.
It's gone. Well, the interesting thing about ChatGPT now is it's kind of morphing into a platform to the extent that companies can create little plugins so that you can actually browse and use the data from that company itself. So it's kind of like the App Store.
Yeah. And on top of that, like there is a completely new thing that they added, which is called GPTs, which is kind of a multiple GPTs. Which this is hence the name. But basically what it allows us to do is this. When you go to Explore tab right here, now those are not public or active just yet. So when I experimented with these, I couldn't send a message to some of them. They didn't provide the best value. Like it really depends on a plugin itself, or GPT in this case. Now it's not even loading, but okay, let's refresh the page and start again. So the GPT as a kind of idea was to create AI agents, and AI agents will be able to complete a specific task. So let's say you are creating an AI agent that will remind you every day when you log in to some website to send a message directly to that person. Like for example, LinkedIn. You can connect to your LinkedIn and you can say, hey, here it is, create a GPT. Oh wow, they released it.
That's new, yeah.
No, this is promised to be in December actually.
Okay, wow.
So yeah.
And what does it do from scratch?
Yeah, so basically you can create. Let's say I want to create a GPT that will help Chris's students learn about business and finance topics. Now, I didn't...
That's okay. Sorry. It'll know. So I'm going to be replaced by AI soon, guys. Yeah. So don't buy any of my courses because ChatGPT is better.
So cool. And you can see here, get started, custom version of ChatGPT. So basically, GPT by default has some limited knowledge. And it will ask you, do you want to call it finance mentor? Yes, let's do it. So now what I could do is basically prompt it with a lot of knowledge. And now while it's doing that, I can select like what messages I have right here. We'll do that in a second.
Let me remove us from the corner.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh my God, we got removed.
It's all good.
Yeah. So here it is. So we are updating the ChatGPT, and GPT behavior updated just like that. Creating a picture, so it will propose a picture for us. So it will have an image for that. And what's gonna happen right now? You don't have to code it yourself. So everything we are doing. Oh my God, I like this. Sure.
That's cool.
Do you like, or would you like to make any changes? No, that's all good. Okay, so the ChatGPTs will allow people to send their versions of GPTs to other people, even sell it. So starting from December, they will introduce something called GPT's Store, which allows people to actually share the revenue directly with OpenAI. So people will be able to create their own versions of GPTs, and based on that, basically we'll be able to, like, for example, create a finance mentor for all of your courses, let's say. And let's go back to the interface to show you that. So here,
let me change over here. Sorry about that. Yeah.
So here, see, for example, here, now let's fine-tune GPT's approach. What kind of tone would you like to use? And now we can experiment. I want to be direct and concise. And now you're telling it how you want it to work. Now, in the background, what you can do, you can always change
it's like
the description.
role prompting for the GPT itself?
Something like that, but it's learning by itself. So you can see this instruction is written for us. Okay? And you can change what is, like, explain stock market, what is ROI, define supply and demand, define a business case. And amazing thing, like, you can integrate DALL-E directly into your bot. You can web browser, for example, you can leave web browser, but we don't need code interpreter because nobody will execute code. But if you want them to be able to generate, like, files, you leave it open, but you don't want to generate images. So let's keep it like this.
Could I create sort of this new feature coming out in December? You're beta testing here. Can I create with a GPT to pretend it's me by uploading all the closed captions from all my courses?
Yes. So here,
and then I could sell that.
Yes. Here is the upload files. So now knowledge, you can upload all the files right here, and, like, upload the files, error saving draft because of course
it's brand new.
But
that's incredible. So I can upload all the closed captions from all my courses. And then charge for this. Wow.
I don't know if they're going to add from the December, from the get-go, but like explicit pricing strategies.
I wouldn't charge much. Sorry.
But basically what you could potentially do, like, from the get-go, it will be revenue share. Because, like, people from paid subscription will be able to access your from your tool. But in the future, they'll be like adding, see, only me. So let's only me. So save. And it's gonna save if it works, because it's like they just basically released this. But yeah, so you can upload your files as a kind of a domain knowledge, and those will have all capabilities of ChatGPT 4 that we are using in the background. And on top of that, all your captions, all your books. Like, you can take any of their books and just upload everything.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And people will be able to interact with it.
How can my students make money by creating a GPT?
So if they have, like, their domain knowledge, like in some area or a book, or they wrote a couple of blogs, they can start creating their own ChatGPT, like, from soon. Basically, as you can see here, like, we have kind of option to interact with the interface, but we can't save it just yet. So, and when you save it, it will be listed right here. So you can just open it as a separate kind of a ChatGPT 4 interface and then chat with it. But yeah, so basically, if you create something that is really unique, like a data points that you have, and that is an option for people to get money of that.
Right.
Yeah, and like, the biggest update, that is kind of from consumer standpoint. The biggest update came in the backend. So for API, what you can create with ChatGPT, and so far when you go to ChatGPT 4 and you can right now upload any files, including images. So
Yeah, go to interview 6. That's
interview
fine.
6.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
That was this last week.
So if I upload an image and say describe it, now it will take that image and try to explain what it contains inside of it. Now you can classify, you can do anything with the image, and which is amazing thing. And so far API of ChatGPT 4, 3.5 and stuff like that was able for was there for us to generate text, to work with text. But now what we could do is upload an image as well. So actually, what you can do is also upload multiple images, and those images can be frames from your video, and just tell ChatGPT in API, hey, describe this and write a caption for this video, or voiceover, and like people just started like doing stuff like upload a game, goal of a soccer game, and just provide, say, hey, like you do voiceover, be a commentator. And they use their own new version, which is TTS, which is text to speech. And text to speech is available only to the end user through ChatGPT application on your phone. So basically, I can start speaking to it, and it will generate responses
voice
response. So now you can create your applications with their voices as well.
That's incredible. Can you demo this? I know people won't be able to see it, but
so what I can do right now is connecting. Hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me something about like top 10 stocks of today?
Sure.
And then
sorry, I'm having issues right now.
She's
not understand what you said.
It's because it's a live webcast.
We want to find out if we can find top 10 stocks.
All right. If you're looking for top stocks, it's important to clarify a few things. Are you interested in stocks based on their performance, market capitalization, or a specific sector like tech or healthcare? Also, are you looking for current top performers?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Finally, we have competition for Alexa. Yeah.
Stop, Alexa.
Alexa, stop. Okay. Right. Very cool. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
Now, there's a question here. Actually, it's a pretty good one from, let's see here, on copyright issues. So Vera Rocks wrote, Luka, do you think it's going to be a copyright problem if I want to upload technical books in order to create my own GPT?
Yes. So that is a big issue, of course. If you're uploading like tech books from people that is not you.
Right.
So if you just upload, like I use Chris's book without his like confirmation, that might be an issue for a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
So they created a new tool which will be deployed really soon called GPT Copyright Shield, which basically will check everything that is happening around GPT, who is uploading, what is uploaded, and stuff like that, to check whether or not it's compliance with like there are some compliance breaches with copyrights. There, as I said, there will be that ChatGPT version of Copyright Shield that will be solving that problem. How efficiently? No, we don't know. It's going to be new tool.
It'll probably be something like YouTube. So sometimes I'll have music in one of my YouTube videos, and I'll get a message from YouTube saying, "Hey, somebody else owns this."
Something like that.
And they monetize it. Very cool. Very cool. So if anybody has written a book using my template, you can always go to my website, harounmba.com/all lowercase write book. Anybody that's used a template to write a book in 6-inch by 9-inch version, you'll be able to create a GPT of that book if you want to, and monetize it as well. Yeah, cool. All right, let's go back and check out some more features. So the cool thing is you uploaded this image here of the guy I interviewed last week, Brent Thill, and it explained the image perfectly, wearing a business suit. Should say good-looking guy, because he is. And then it describes all the text and everything. Very cool.
Exactly.
What if I were to do something copyright-based? Like, what if I typed, make a picture, make an image of Paul McCartney and Derek Jeter, playing baseball. I don't know why I just thought of that. Let's see if that will work even.
Yeah.
Look at that right away. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It said I'm able to create an image of yada, yada, yada. Wow. Would you like me to create that image?
I'm more fascinated by the fact that
It's fast, eh?
that you know how to spell Paul McCartney. I always
yeah.
screw that up.
Dude, without spell check, I wouldn't be able to spell anything, please. I still can't spell Fahrenheit.
I know.
I have no idea how to spell Fahrenheit. Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. Okay, so immediately, it just blocked me from doing that. That's kind of a new feature as well. So here's a picture here. All right. Well, Derek Jeter played. He played for the Yankees? You got the Cubs here and some hippie. All right, cool. That's wild. What about in-style prompting? I know the Hollywood writer strike is now over, and one of the big issues with the writers that were on strike is that they're worried about AI taking their jobs. For example, you could create a screenplay about this using the style of a writer.
Yeah.
So they got rid of that finally. Yeah.
I don't know if they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, with the strike, I think. But yeah, let's try it actually. Yeah.
Write a story about this image. Write a screenplay
Yeah.
about this image.
Can I finish it?
In a style.
The style of Quentin. I can't spell this. Damn it. Tarantino. I'm such an idiot. I can't spell. But let's see if it can fix that. Okay, so it's doing something here. A packed stadium under the brilliant sun. Fans roar with anticipation. Two contrasting. Wow.
Yeah. So why is this happening? Like, it's definitely not Tarantino, and of course, it's not gonna be Tarantino.
Right.
But what's happening there is this: when you train an AI to some text format. Let's say we used like a lot of Reddit stuff, and only official sources that we used were basically books from Shakespeare. And if that was your training set, so Reddit and Shakespeare, you wouldn't be able to do this. But if you said, hey, write anything in style of Shakespeare, that would be able to generate, because of the fact that it knows what words come after another word when we used books of Shakespeare. So one thing that people don't understand about AI when they complain about copyright, rules makers and stuff like that, these models are trained to generate the next word. So only next word. So when you start typing, write a 100-word poem or in the style of Eminem about baseball. So what's gonna happen is this: it will take all the words that you wrote and break down and see whether or not there is a kind of a data set that it was trained on. So if they used Eminem's lyrics before in a training set, it would potentially go in that knowledge area. Like remember when you're listening to a song and Eminem come on the radio, you know potentially lyrics to that song, even though like you didn't hear it for quite a long time.
Right.
That's kind of what's happening with these models when you type those keywords that trigger to say, okay, this is part of the data set that I use to train. So what's going to happen, because it is trained to generate the next word, it only does that. Just remember that. So it has, like when you have one word, let's say in this case in, then it will take that in and say, okay, what is the most likely word to come next? Because I'm in that part of my knowledge, which is Eminem. So if it saw like 10,000 lyrics of Eminem, which is crazy, he doesn't have 10,000 songs, but let's say it saw 100 songs. And in all 100 songs, it has after in, it comes the. This is why they have it has two of those words together. So in the. And then diamond would be the next one because, for example, he is playing with Rihanna. So there is diamond like in that lyrics as well. So basically you will see that there are a lot of words that are coming right from the lyrics of Eminem, not because like we know how to generate the image of Eminem, but it is the part of the knowledge that or data set that it actually used to generate or create a data set for ChatGPT. And when we say, hey, generate in style of Quentin Tarantino, so if they trained it on data of Quentin, that would basically allow us to kind of replicate a word order that they used. But like, for example, if Quentin say, okay, I don't want anybody to be able to do it, there are two ways to do it. To limit how they did it in this case, when we said Paul McCartney, it just said, okay, I don't want to do it. So people will start, famous people will start complaining about it and say to us, if somebody writes a sentence that contains my name, check it out and complain back to the user that you're not able to generate that.
Yeah.
Or just remove all the data from your data set and don't do anything. So it will generate something like this, but we can't double check and say, oh yeah, this is exactly how Quentin will do.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Got a question here from Kamal who wrote, big companies have high frequency trading. Can GPT be used by the little guy with algorithms to have its own micro high frequency trading? Are we there yet? Yeah. So high frequency trading.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So this is a language model. So only it only knows language. So for example, amazing thing that to give you an example is this: what just Chris wrote is write a 100-word poem. It doesn't understand this 100. So if it's if we count this a number of words, it is highly likely that it doesn't have exactly that the 100 word in this poem, because if he knew what is going to be the final output, that's the only way to predict whether or not it's going to be 100 words. The same applies to mathematics, to physics, to any computation. So we can't make a language model to do other stuff for us except generate language. But there are other tools to achieve that. And that's why we have plugins.
Yeah.
And that's why we'll have something called custom GPTs, where, for example, what you can do is configure it in a way that use code interpreter, and what you can do, use web browsing. And then you can say you are a analyst or a frequently or high frequency trader or assistant to help me with the decisions. And what it needs to do is go to yahoo.com, for example, every single time, download the data, and what it needs to do. But Yahoo is not for high frequency trading, so you need to connect something else like API or something like that. So basically, it can create an interface for you, but you need actually coding and other machine learning algorithms to achieve that. So a GPT, it is an amazing tool, but it only works with language. So if we want to achieve more with that, we need to create something like agents that allows you to actually do that.
Right. Very cool. Very cool. And we created custom instructions here as well when we were doing research on stocks. We basically told ChatGPT that we are a financial analyst and we analyze companies. You can always go to custom instructions for that. Do you want to give an overview of one or two plugins, just as an example?
Yeah. So like plugins, okay, so amazing to build on top of the previous question. So plugins allow us to actually tap into other tools or websites like edX, for example. So edX is a website for education, open source education, free education for everybody by institutions, I think.
It's big companies.
Like big companies. Yeah. And like, for example, we don't know their database of current courses.
And it uses universities too.
Oh yeah, universities as well.
Yeah.
So we don't have the idea of what is the current edX offering, for example. But edX developers from their end said, okay, here is the way to connect to our database. And what I can ask, I just selected the edX. I can ask ChatGPT is, what are the top courses on finance? like that.
Yeah.
And this will tap into edX, see, using edX. So right now, what it does, it will send our request to their website.
From big universities. There's
Exactly.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to their website and find out what actually, see, queries finance. It understood from our prompt here, and it actually used the information from their end, from their website to show us here. So plugins do just that. So plugins allow us to connect interface of text, which is English, and if we are using like a mobile phone voice as well, to tap into other systems as well. So in this case, I used edX, but you can use plugin stores here and say, okay, let's say, ask your PDF or upload a PDF as the code. Or in the case of new, for example, you can chat with PDF. Oh, so many chats with PDF. And one interesting thing is ChatGPT actually allowed us right now with the new update to upload our PDF. So all of these plugins that are chat with PDF will don't have to exist
I
anymore.
can create a plugin right now to upload my book.
You don't have to create anything. Like you can go here to new chat, select ChatGPT 4 and upload your plugin, upload your PDF right here.
Now, let me ask you a question. Can anybody create a plugin, and how do you do it?
Yeah. So plugin, I don't know in the long run, because from December when they release completely GPTs that we are just tested right now, maybe they are going to completely override plugins. I don't know. Nobody knows just yet. But plugins are there to stay in some format, like either in the plugins as a plugins, or either in a GPT's version. So plugins is a code. You need to write a couple of files of code in JavaScript and Python to connect to your system. So if you have an e-commerce store, for example, and you're selling books, let's say Amazon, and Amazon would go here and create a plugin. So say plugins, and then I don't know if they have one. Amazon find an Amazon product. Oh, but
It's like somebody built that on top.
Yeah.
Let's try one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're installing the Amazon Finds plugin here.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a couple of seconds. And so okay, cool, we have that. And now I can edit it right here. I can turn off the edX one and say find all books about Elon Musk. Okay, so basically everybody can sign up to be a developer. Oh my god, I like
That's
this.
incredible. Yeah, I'm listening to that one on Audible right now. It's excellent.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's probably they get comped through the affiliate program. Whoever wrote this, potentially.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Let's check the link. Yeah,
Affiliate. Yeah, smart.
that's smart.
Wow.
So there is a business idea, but basically, yeah. So you can anybody can create plugins. So you need a couple of lines of code, like not a lot. You need to know how to connect to your system. So in this case, guy created a system towards their affiliate program. That's one option. The second option is if you have, let's say, your e-commerce store, you can say, okay, I would like to expose my products. Like you are a competitor of Amazon, you would like to have your own, like a version of a plugin. Now you can sign up to be a developer, and there is a kind of a waiting list. With my account, I actually can create the plugins. So you can just upload your plugin. It will be submitted for review after your tests.
Yeah.
And if they pass, if it passes all the checks they have internally, so it's around 7 days check, and after that it will be added to the store, and it's up to you to promote it. So yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. Okay, question from Owen, which is, can GPT create a full VBA code to automate a repetitive task in Microsoft PowerPoint based on a text description of my prompts? We were doing that the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely yes, but not you don't have to do it for a long time. because Microsoft is currently building something called Office Copilot and Windows Copilot. So with the newer versions of Windows operating systems, you have a Copilot built inside of it. So what that means is basically you can say, hey, open this program. In this case, it's
I'll show in the Edge browser here, Copilot. Yeah.
So
there's a browser version on the right side. Yeah.
But it's much more robust in the Windows, because like in the browser you can create
right here.
Yeah. Like here is the Copilot for
Bing Chat. Yeah.
Bing Chat. But in the Windows now you can say, okay, go to this PowerPoint. Here is the PDF. Create the presentations out of it. Or more advanced stuff is in the Office. You have a Copilot version for the Office itself. So it has like for Microsoft Excel, for PowerPoint and stuff like that.
So it's going to be a plug that embedded within Office.
Exactly.
It's going to be GPT stuff.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yes.
that's powerful.
So you don't have to use any prompts or generate VBAs, because in the background it will do everything for you. And also, like they announced to have Python as well in PowerPoint. So VBA will be replaced with Python. So it's gonna be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know when, but they said in the future.
I know in Excel now you can use
in Excel
Python.
you can use Python.
Interesting.
And one interesting thing is, if we go to can you go to Google Sheets, for example, or Google Slides? Yeah. And just go to Sheets, turn on, create something else.
Sure.
Down
Down bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
We're covering. Yeah.
Okay, so here, like, here it is. You can write something, create a wedding plan for me, and what's gonna happen? It will generate everything for me.
Yeah.
So now Google Office, or Google not Office, but Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides have the assistant built inside of it.
That's amazing.
And now you can just generate everything, and I can click insert, and bam, it is. Here it is.
That's incredible.
And we have filters everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can it do it for a financial model?
Sure. Let's check out.
Create an income statement. Let's try that.
I don't know how to open it. I know.
Should I go back and hit new?
Let me see. What is this? Oh yeah, here it is. Create balance sheet?
The income statement.
Income statement.
Yep.
For startup company.
All right, so it's a basic one. What can you import data? Can you say? Let me try something here. Okay, create Microsoft Q3. I doubt this will work.
No,
2021.
It's only templates.
Just templates.
Yeah.
But that's pretty powerful, though. That it can create a template automatically.
Oh yeah, and
you've got to be kidding me.
Oh wow!
Hold on.
I don't know if that's. No, you discard.
I discard it. Damn. Yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody, please always triple check all the data. We were playing around with creating financial models the other day.
Yeah.
And it imported everything, but a couple line items historically were off.
Insert. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Okay.
Now, so do you want to double check?
Yeah, let me double check it. So 134 billion. That is the cash balance for Microsoft. So let me just do a quick check here. Microsoft cash balance. It's pretty close.
But that's 2021.
So is this. Because I asked for Q3.
Okay.
That is unbelievable.
Nice.
Oh, man, this is a game changer. If this data is correct.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It doesn't look like.
Yeah. You see total assets.
Yeah, they're so round numbers. Like it's so no, it's definitely.
Yeah, assets and liabilities don't balance, or assets does not equal liabilities plus equity here either. Okay, that's pretty cool though, man.
But yeah, you can start with it. The interesting thing is you don't have formulas. But what you could do is go here and balance sheet.
with formulas.
with formulas. Yeah, let's see.
Let me see. Let me double check it. Hold on. Okay, so it's got here
Oh, you need
insert. Yeah.
Sure.
Overwrite.
Override, yeah.
Yeah. It just tells you the outline of the balance sheet. Yeah.
But potentially with a better prompt, like definitely could generate something. With for slides, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Like for Google Slides, you can create presentations.
Let's try
with
that.
it.
Google Slides. That is unbelievable, though, the template feature. Okay, go to Slides, and then we'll create a new one here. And
here it is, the button.
you want to go ahead.
Yeah. So this one.
Yeah.
And add style. So Cyberpunk. I love Cyberpunk. That's
Sure.
my favorite. So
Can I do something?
yeah, of course.
Create a slideshow.
Slideshow.
Create slides
Yeah.
about, I got to do it, GTA 6.
Got 6.
Hold on a second, correct me. GTA 6. And by the way, guys, GTA 6 looks like it is coming out next year.
Maybe.
Well, they're going to be the preview, trailer is going to be this December.
Yeah.
And that means that next year there's going to be an entire month where I'm not doing these webcasts. Yeah.
Or partnership with me.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. Create slides about video games.
Let's check.
Says it can take 20 seconds to bring this to life.
Oh no. Who has 20
I don't have 20 seconds.
Okay, which one do you like?
Yeah, that one's fine.
Which one? This?
Top right. Yeah.
Top right.
All right. Well, it's
this is just an image.
The image, yeah.
Okay, so they will. Okay, there was a preview like a couple of days ago for the whole slide.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but yeah, this is just an image. Well.
Yeah.
But there you have extensions for that. Like we are experimenting with couple, like Slides AI, for example, generate slides, and then what's gonna happen is basically you can open your slide editor, let's call it like this, and you can just prompt it and say create a presentation regarding ChatGPT, GTA 6 here. But it has like a limit of 350 words. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let me try.
But you need to describe
Great
it.
presentation about GTA 6.
But
that's okay. I'll get it here.
okay.
GTA 6. And I'm just going to copy a
Smart.
bunch of text. An untitled whatever.
Smart.
All this stuff here. I'm very good at copying.
Oh,
Okay.
I love copying.
An untitled. Okay, 335 characters. We need
So
more.
close.
Dude, I'm just going to copy and paste this last sentence.
I did it when I
All right.
experimented.
Create slides.
Sure.
Let's try it.
It will
All
take
right.
about a minute actually. So
All right.
it takes
Sure.
a longer time.
All right, so while we're waiting, there's a question here
Let's do it.
about how do you create a marketing chatbot?
Marketing chatbot. Is it customer support chatbot or?
Yeah, well, why don't we talk about chatbase.co?
Sure.
Can I do a demo of that?
Of course.
Okay, sure. So what you can do, there's a company called chatbase.co. And this product here allows you to build a custom chatbot on top of ChatGPT. So we can build a chatbot here.
Yeah.
And what we can do is we can upload an FAQ if you want. So I've got here just something from my website, and you can create a chatbot.
Yeah.
Okay, it says I've got 2 already done. So let me go to my account and
No, you're gonna go back to Chatbase. Go to chatbots.
chatbots here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can remove some like
Delete this.
that
This
one.
is it. This is the same thing.
Sure.
So I uploaded the file there, and you can ask questions. I don't know. What courses do you offer? And it's going to pull it directly off of that
Website.
document
Yeah.
that I uploaded.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty cool. And you can add this directly to your website.
Exactly,
Embed it
yeah.
using just this JavaScript you copy down here.
yeah. And another option is to can you go back to slides to here it is.
Slides. 30 seconds to load. I guess we click understood.
Oh no, it's in the background, so you can
Oh, it
just
is?
close it.
Okay.
But sorry, can I take? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it generates the slides. The first two are this is the for the last. Okay, so
All right. Hold on. Go back to the top. Okay, so that just pulled it from what we pasted in. What else it got?
yeah.
High anticipation, development confirmation. All right, there's not much before
No.
to it, but at least
But-
it's a good start.
Yeah, and definitely you could generate much better things if you generate like with more text. So if you paste the whole document, for example, it will get all that information right to the slides. And one thing, like the theme of this is always the same if you don't change it. So there is an option to edit and change the slide themes, of course, and you can always go to I don't know where is the theme here. View, theme builder, something like that, and then change it whenever you want, wherever you want. Yeah. So there are a couple of plugins for your Google Slides to edit. Yeah, the whole thing. Another like for Chatbase, so you can integrate directly to Zapier. So in one of our courses, we created like a chatbot for customer support for Messenger. So in the future, you will be able directly to integrate with the Messenger, but yeah, from here.
On Facebook. Yeah.
And one interesting thing is like this actually allows you to create something called RAG, which basically means that you're augmenting the knowledge of a chatbot, which ChatGPT, with your own data. Now, with the newest update of ChatGPT, you can do that directly from ChatGPT. So tools such as Chatbase will still have a place, but they will need to find something extra to be able to survive as a tool, because most of the stuff that you can use and do with Chatbase, you will be able to do with those GPTs.
Things are changing fast. And Adipose from Nigeria, one of my students wrote, thousands of AI startups just died with this new GPT update announced this past Monday.
Everybody's speaking about that. I don't agree with that completely. I do agree that thousands of startups will die if they don't adapt. The newest update of ChatGPT definitely added a lot of things to the plate. But if one update of ChatGPT can change you didn't have a startup, so you had an idea or a product or project basically. But yeah, so if one single update of a company that already exists can change you didn't have a moat. So, which is unique selling point of you as a startup. So you had like an interface of a ChatGPT, and that's not a long-term lasting product. And founders who started those ideas should definitely know that. But they will need to adapt, and they will need to create a bigger moat. So the next update that will definitely come in the future, which can be near future, can also replace them if they didn't update in the right way.
Makes sense. Next question is, can I create my own GPT that will upload videos to my website, or is it only PDFs?
So you can't upload videos directly to ChatGPT yet. I don't know if they will add that support. You can upload, you can do something similar with API. So what I did is added for example 10 frames, 10 minutes of frames from one video and directly to ChatGPT, and you can upload directly from Python to do that. So you can use their API to upload as many images as you want, and description, so prompt, which is said in English. I say, hey, use these slides. Those are images from this and this video. Take them and generate a voiceover, for example, or what you can do, whatever, but you don't have to do that. So basically, when you do that, it will take all the images, analyze them, and create your voiceover. So in that case, that's kind of a third party way to analyze videos.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, let's go to more questions here. Yeah. All right, next question I've got is from Clinton, who wrote, "Hey Luka, what are the threats and opportunities for data professionals given the release of ChatGPT?"
Okay, so I'm a data professional myself. I don't feel really threatened about ChatGPT. So it might be like no, joking, but basically any new technology will become a tool. Right now it's really hyped. 2 years before, it was something called AutoML. And 2 years ago, people said that AutoML will change machine learning professionals forever. We are still here. Nobody changed us. ChatGPT will definitely automate certain amount of tasks, and that we would be potentially like blind to the fact if we don't assume that.
Right.
So it will definitely change the way that we approach projects, but it will never change us because, never. It will, if we don't adapt, it will change us, of course. But ChatGPT is amazing tool to automate some stuff. And when it comes to data professionals like machine learning engineers, data scientists, data analysts, a lot of tasks that will be that are done to this day in the jobs can be to some degree automated and helped with ChatGPT. So you can learn ChatGPT to be much better and much more paid professional with the capabilities of ChatGPT and other tools, because in the future potentially something better will come our way. And I would say that is kind of the truth that we have right now. And but if we are a data engineer, nothing will change you. So data engineers are people who are putting production grade code to make people, like companies, thousands and millions of users, able to get their data in a right way, in the right format, so professionals that are building algorithms on top of that can access that. So data professionals, just a year ago, you could basically be a machine learning engineer with a knowledge of Python and knowledge of a couple of machine learning algorithms. Statistics here and there, but yeah. Right now, if you want to be a good machine learning engineer, you need to be first off engineer. So software engineer, know how to scale, how to optimize code, how to put something in production. And on top of that, you need to know all of those extra stuff.
Very cool. Great answer. Thank you. All right, next question is from Eric from Florida. Hey, Eric, how are you? Who wrote, how do you connect LangChain to do data analysis?
Which part of data analysis? But
do you want to explain LangChain?
Yes. Yeah. So LangChain is a tool or a library for Python that allows you to connect prompts together. So basically what right now when you connect to ChatGPT, you are sending a prompt. That prompt will yield some output, and then that output you can do something with it. You can just interpret it, read it, whatever, or just put it back right to the ChatGPT to get with the next prompt. So LangChain basically does it for you. So you can say this is a prompt. You can modify the prompt in a way, like for example, change it per user that is logged in, change it in a way that it's more secure, so forth. And then it will get some output. On top of that, you will be able to get that output and put it back to the model, for example, ChatGPT, and then go to the next output. So you can do that multiple times, and that output can become better and better as long as you go. So so LangChain is that. So stacking together steps towards the result. Now, to your question, Eric, so for example, data analysis might be, okay, how to get insights from this Excel file. And with the new update of API, we can upload files directly to their API, and you can get code interpreted. So code interpretation means code execution. So basically what that actually means, ChatGPT will write Python code and execute it as a machine. So with the LangChain, you can say, okay, the first will be uploading my Excel file or CSV or multiple files if you have. Then next prompt will be, okay, here is how to analyze this file. And then after that, you can go and do some interpretation of code and then showing back to users. So that's how you can connect LangChain with data analysis.
That's great. Thank you. Next question is from Ranveer from Mauritius. Good to see you. Who wrote, can you please show us a bit about the new GPT Assistant feature and how to add it to your website?
It's not it's not there yet. The full API is not released yet, so unfortunately I can't demo it today. Maybe in a couple of weeks from now. But basically, GPT Assistance is a new endpoint for their API that you can use with through Python, that allows you to basically create your own assistant. So I think I can show you one thing there.
Sure.
So let me go. Okay. So when I go to OpenAI, oops, I wrote something. OpenAI Assistant Playground. Okay. So their new thing is this. And so far, what they did is create an assistant, and you can create a name. So my cool assistant. And now instructions. For example, you are a financial analyst with years of experience working top hedge funds. Yeah. Your goal is to help users analyze any company. Okay, then you're gonna choose the model. So depending on the account that you have, so for example, on my account I have the newest models, GPT-4, GPT-4 1106, which is the newest version that allows you to use up to 300 pages of text. You with your account you didn't accept, not accept, but apply to developer account, so that's why you don't have it here. And so basically you're gonna select the model. If you have the newest models, you can select the newest model. And on top of that, what you can do is play with this. So you can add feature code interpreter, and this basically allows you to execute Python code. So for example, if somebody of your users, for example, uploads a file, a CSV, your agent will detect that and execute that. On top of that, you can create functions. So these functions will be, hey, call this part of the system, telling me that it's gonna be, I don't know, example. So get weather. So this is how to get weather from California, San Francisco in this case, because we are here, or get stock because we are getting a stock. So this is something that you can do, and let's click save, and you can build your own functions from your own website, and those functions will allow you to integrate directly to your functionality of the file or the website. And then on top of that, what you can do also is upload your files. So that is a new feature where you can augment the knowledge of ChatGPT with your PDFs. So here, when you upload here, this one?
That's fine. Yeah. It's just a copy of my website.
Yeah, sure. So I uploaded Chris's copy, and unfortunately he doesn't have the model that allows that. Maybe the new one? No. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, cool. So they added that. So save. So right now I created my assistant, which is called my cool assistant, and this assistant will allow you to right now chat with it. So let me check this assistance. Here is my assistant. You can edit, you can test it. So test, and here, for example, hey, tell me about your courses. Okay. And another amazing thing that they added is for developers is something called thread. So thread allows you to actually handle all of the data and user handling on their end. So you don't have to create memory on your end, which is amazing. This one, I don't know. Okay. Oh, this is from your document.
Yeah.
Cool. So
those are the 6 pillars of one of my programs.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, cool. So this is why code base doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. It's amazing. And we got a follow-up from Renveer who wrote, that's awesome. Can you show us how to connect the assistant to Zapier?
Oh, sure. So let me connect to Zapier. I don't know if you can connect assistants directly to Zapier just yet, but you can definitely connect it with ChatGPT.
All right. Yeah, I'd have to sign up. It's all good. Yeah, but very cool. All right, let's go back here to a different camera angle. It's fun doing these things live. Here we go. Great. All right, a couple of questions here about the Python course, when it's going to be released. So yeah, Luka and I, we actually finished filming it. It's coming very, very soon. You guys are going to absolutely love it. We used a gazillion Lego bricks as well to explain everything from scratch. So we're trying to make Python fun.
Yeah.
And well, I got to show this here too. So
I thought you were gonna take the Titanic out.
Oh God, maybe I should. But we have like 15 different levels in that course as well. Everything is created with Lego as well. We hope you guys thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got next here.
But like when, I don't know, maybe this January?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, we recorded the whole. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive. Yeah.
But before that, like something.
We have a bunch of other things coming out.
Yeah.
We actually just together we just recorded 10 courses.
Yeah.
And we don't want to announce exactly what they are yet, but you guys are going to absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. And so a little bit of background on Luka. He's a humble guy, so I got to brag about you, brother. So Luka, according to Google, he's one of the top 150 machine learning and AI experts in the world. Oxford University called him one of the smartest Serbians alive as well. He's a good guy.
Not smartest.
He's a little bit too tall. I'm 6 feet. He's like 8 million feet tall. Yeah. And in our Python course, we have a lot of Star Wars Lego as well.
Oh yeah.
Because Luka, his last name is Anicin.
So we
like
have
Anakin
like
Skywalker.
figures. Like
that's Leia.
Leia, yeah.
Yeah, she's a Jedi too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like. This is from Titanic?
That's Titanic. Yeah.
This is Titanic.
Yeah.
This is Leo?
Yeah, that's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
We got James Bond stuff as well. So anyway, I'm a bit of a nerd, but we had a lot of fun creating that.
Oh yeah, and about being nerd, let me find this. So we basically explained Python with a python, kind of a snake, and you can see here. And because there are Python libraries to analyze data, so we have pandas, and the new version of, it's not new version of pandas, but like it's the different way to handle data, which is polars. So we used figures like pandas and polars to explain that, and on top of that, like they're coming on top of Python because of libraries. So you can see here, a lot of fun. Yeah.
And the founder of Python in the early 90s, when he created it, he was a massive Monty Python fan.
Yeah.
And that's why, anyway, it's kind of fun. All right. Next question is, since the ChatGPT is able to access data, can it also bring out an algorithm for success from the data?
I don't know if I understand the question.
Yeah. It can certainly help you with coding. Yeah. All right. Next question is, what are the best programming languages to learn to boost productivity?
It's
removed. He just removed the question.
I don't know if I should answer. Did you mean to?
That's okay. He retracted it, but I think it's a good question. Yeah.
So
actually,
depend on productivity.
Let me rephrase it.
Sure.
You're just starting your career. And what language can you learn to get a job to make the most money as quickly as possible?
Again, it really depends.
Okay.
It really depends. Like if you want to learn coding as fast as possible, I would say Python, because Python is the easiest language to learn. Because it is definitely like closest to English, and so I don't like if your goal is to learn how to program, I would say Python. However, if your goal is to learn to go into a specific career, opportunity. Maybe, let's say, embedded softwares, so working with machinery, working with basically robotics and stuff like that, then definitely C++ is the way to go, or Rust. So those two languages are definitely much better suited for those unique cases than Python. Python is great for AI, for data analysis, but to some degree web development as well. Yeah.
All right, great. Next question I got is from Will. Hey, Will, who wrote, assuming I only have an imagination but no code or programming skills, do you think it's possible to create an interactive sports game app from scratch using ChatGPT 4?
Yes. It will take you a longer time than you had the experience, and I would say no couple of months ago. But actually there are a lot of examples of people creating great, amazing applications for mobile phones, for educational purposes, for anything, using only their imagination and ChatGPT.
Incredible. Can you give a quick demo of using ChatGPT to create code?
Oh, sure. So basically, what you want to do is, let's say, I would like to build a simple website that will allow people to, I don't know,
To pick stocks.
pick stocks based on sentiment from public. Yeah. So I just wrote my idea. I didn't write any kind of direction to generate code. So by the way, if you got these two responses, like that's kind of a general approach that ChatGPT is taking, because people never vote yes or no on the answers. So they propose two responses and we must choose one. So that's basically the idea. And basically that. And I'll take this one because it's faster. But yeah, so after that I will say, cool, write a code for my front end using HTML, CSS, JS. Yeah. So, okay, it's still generating. Okay, stop. Okay, cool. So, basically, now it will generate this. However, I didn't specify design, I didn't specify anything. What you can do is this. Write on or draw on a piece of paper the website that you would like to envision to be. And then you can upload the image of that website, of that page directly to ChatGPT, and then say write or create a website out of it, basically that, and it will take all of that into account and generate a design in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for that. Yeah,
that's amazing. A quick follow-up from Clinton here. Why learn coding when ChatGPT can just do it?
It can do something. ChatGPT is junior programmer, and it will never improve. Actually, yesterday Google announced a paper about LLMs that they cannot create a new knowledge, so they are only able to extrapolate the knowledge that it was trained on, and they proved that. So basically, what it means is if the data does not contain that specific style of coding, a programming language in the training set, ChatGPT or any LLM will not be able to generate that. Another thing is it will generate some amount of code, but it will never generate full stuff. So you will need to directly prompt it many things until you reach some idea. And for the game, for example, you definitely can create the first version, but if you want to scale it to millions of users, ChatGPT will never do that. Like I worked on a project that we had 300 million active users, and I needed to create an algorithm, AI algorithm, to scale on 300 million active users. ChatGPT was able, when I tested out, to create some of ideas that our team had for the algorithm, because it's a proprietary algorithm in our system, but it screwed up the whole system for deployment. So yes, it created an AI algorithm, but you wouldn't be able to scale it to like 10,000 users, not even that much. Yeah.
That's great. It's great. Next question I've got is from Paul. Hey, Paul, how are you? Paul's from Barcelona, one of my amazing students.
Nice to meet you.
I actually met him when I went there with my family in 2018. Nice. Excellent. And thank you for those nice words about the program you just finished. So the question from Paul is, can you connect APIs with ChatGPT to a payment engine?
Not directly, but you can create, like, let's say, a web interface or something like that with a Flask. Like Flask is a Python interface for creating a web applications, backend at least, so server side. So you can create like an interface around their API, and on top of that you can create. So actually, that's an amazing example. So I helped one company. It will be announced next Monday, so I won't say the name of the company just yet. But basically, we limited the amount of messages that you can send to ChatGPT per day. So basically, they need to have a paywall. They have a paywall if they want to send more messages per day. So that what that means is you can create your own version of application that has a ChatGPT in the background, and you are basically creating a kind of limitations on top of that ChatGPT requirement.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, awesome. Excellent. Well, please keep your questions coming, everybody. I think what we'll do right now is we'll do a very quick demo of ChatGPT alternatives, including Google's Bard and Microsoft's Bing Chat. And then what we want to show you is an incredible AI application founded by a couple people who used to work at OpenAI called CLICKABLE.ai, which is amazing for searching through massive documents to give you real-time or quick answers. Yeah. So let's kick it off with Bard. So Google Bard it's a really slick interface. We prefer ChatGPT, but you can get almost real-time data here, and you can export things directly to Google Sheets, which is a great feature. So we'll type here, and this is not available in every country. Create a table of top stocks in S&P 500 from October 2023.
And I see a message that somebody loves Claude. I love Claude as well.
Yeah, yeah. That's Melody from Atlanta. Yeah, great.
Nice to meet you. But yeah, I love Claude as well.
Yeah.
The only issue right now with Claude is they offer the best analysis of documents, but with the newest update of OpenAI has that option as well. Yeah. So we'll see what will be the performance metric between those two. But yeah. Yeah,
amazing. And here we can see these are the top performing stocks in October, and I can export it directly to Google Sheets. Obviously, Google's going to favor their own applications. All right, listen.
And you can see. Sorry to interrupt, but you can see that there was just a Bard update that happened. See,
right
above
there. Oh, I see it there. Yeah.
Yeah, above that.
Yeah.
So
I'll copy this. We'll do some Bing Chat in a second. See the update. This stuff changes so fast.
Yeah.
Okay, responses are now in real time.
Wow. Huh.
It is a lot faster.
Yeah, it is much faster than
I
before.
noticed that. Incredible.
You can summarize more emails.
Amazing. All right.
And they will be upgrading the new version of Bard soon. That will be integrated directly to your Gmail.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Man, things change quickly. All right, let's go over to Microsoft Edge. Now, when you use the Edge browser, you can click here to go to Copilot to do Bard-based chats. And I know I'm covering it up in the corner. What you can also do is you can actually go to Bing Chat. So I usually just type it here, Bing Chat, right here. And I will paste in the exact same query that we just did in Google Bard. And the great thing about Microsoft Bing Chat is you get the sources as well. So usually CNBC and other finance sources are here as well.
And you can export
Yeah.
in Excel. Oh my God!
I
love
tried.
that.
I couldn't get it to work. I'll show
Really?
you. I'll show you in a second. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But the sources will come down here below as well.
Yeah.
And you always have to verify everything, man, when you're using these algorithms, because there's quite often confidently wrong. So you've got 5 sources right
Do you have
here.
the Bard opened?
I do. Let me try this.
Yeah.
Edit in Excel. I couldn't get it to work before.
Yeah.
Edit in Excel. Wow, it works now. That is unbelievable. Of course, they favor their platform.
Of course.
Let me go back.
It's amazing for us users.
Yeah.
And can you go back to their answer? So one thing about that I wanted to show you, because like you should check everything. And Google is the first actually tool that introduced this double check response. So it will run your response and select pieces of information that actually we can confirm. And see here, we don't have any results. So that means that potentially all of this information is made up.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
deadly. We created a financial model with historical data the other day using Bard, and we were really excited. But then we double checked the data, and it just made up a bunch of crap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Pretty cool, though. Amazing. All right, let's do Claude.ai now. So Claude is not available in all countries. I don't think it works in Canada. But what you can do is you can upload any PDF you want to. You can upload up to 5 of them at the same time. And then what you can do is you can actually right here, so I'm going to upload something right here. So let's go to AI research template.
No, you can use Microsoft.
Oh, here we go.
10K.
Yeah, we'll do the annual. Okay, this is awesome. Yeah. So this is the annual report from Microsoft that we downloaded from sec.gov. And once it's uploaded, you can upload 5 documents at the same time, as long as they're not more than 10 megs. Then I can ask questions. So what are the risks? So this will search just this 10K report here that just got uploaded. 10K means annual report. And you can even ask it to create financial statements from this report as well. And I'll show you that in a second once this is done loading here. And you can use Claude for free. I actually pay for it because I like to upload massive documents to it.
Yeah, that's the main difference, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Takes a little while. Yeah. If we were recording a course, we go in high-speed mode right now.
So how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, here we go.
See, we killed the time.
There you go. That was a great time filler. Yeah. All right. So some of the risks from this 10K, this annual report, are cloud transition, competition, yada, yada, yada. You can also ask it to create the income statement. Let me try that. Show the income statements in a table. And it'll get it directly from this. And what we did was we actually uploaded 5 annual reports for Microsoft the other day. We were testing it out. And we asked Claude to create the income statement from the past 5 years.
Yep.
And it was actually pretty good. Yeah. We had to double check the data, but it's more accurate than any other system we've used.
Yeah, it doesn't have the direct support to Google Sheets or Excel, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah.
You have to highlight, copy, and paste.
Yeah, it's too difficult.
Yeah.
We want everything to be done for us.
Yeah, faster. Yeah. So while this is loading, so Luka's been with me here at my house here in Hillsborough, California, since early October. He's flying back tomorrow. We worked on a lot of stuff together. We can't wait to show you. I'm going to miss you, man.
Yeah.
He's family. Here. He's my little brother. That's really tall. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we've got here the income statement pulled directly from the document. 3 years worth, actually. That is unbelievable. Huge time saver. And to Luka's point, you can't export this, but you can highlight, copy, and paste, but it's kind of messy.
Yeah,
it's like a copy here, and then we can just paste it directly into Excel hell right here. It's not perfect.
It's not. No, it's not great.
It's not good.
But you need to reformat and use those Excel things.
It's amazing. Just incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Cool. All right. So I'm going to wrap up this session. Luka, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Questions.
Safe travels back to Serbia. And thank you, everybody. All right. I'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Oh, and I'm going to end this webcast like I always do with this very short video of an interview with Steve Jobs that I licensed from the Silicon Valley Historical Association. It's a 1-minute video that will change your life. God bless you. I'll see you all next week. Thank you.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it, that's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. I think that's very important. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better, because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.